This video is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, discussion purposes, topic purposes, reaction purposes. Before I get into the reaction part of this video, I just want to dive into these comments for a minute. Because it's just like, ew, y'all are serious. Listen. Anyway, NIKA, now I am with you when you're right. Everybody that watch your channel know that you go to the laundromat faithfully. Everybody that watches her channel also know she overstuffs them washers. So the clothes are not coming clean. The fuck? Now, all children is sneak that will do things behind your back. Listen, do you mean all children are sneaky and they will do things behind your back? Y'all need to stop typing. Now, come on, all you mothers. We don't have perfect kids. That doesn't do anything wrong. We're not talking about having perfect kids. We're talking about a neglectful mother. That's what we're talking about. We can tell kids over and over not to do something, but they will still disobey us. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean we are bad moms. Listen, in certain situations, in certain circumstances, yes, it do mean we are bad moms. Because if you continuously tell your child not to put that dirty shirt on, that means, listen, I'm not. Y'all, how the hell are we blaming the kids? Man, I wish people would leave this lady alone, man. They want these kids to get taken as if foster care isn't terrible as fuck. Listen, I will not deny foster care can be terrible as fuck. There's a positive and a negative to everything. But NIKA's home, NIKA as a parent is also terrible as fuck. Listen, her kids have had drugs found in their system. She has school neglect charges. She has medical neglect charges. One of her kids she said out her mouth, had semen found in their mouth, and that was the baby. Let's not talk about what the other daughter went to school and reported to the school. What are we talking about? Now, come on, let's weigh the options. The same thing that could go on in foster care is going on in her home. I am aggravated. I'm aggravated. Like, I don't know. I don't like how these weirdos are messing with these kids. Foster care is traumatizing. NIKA being a parent and the things that NIKA do to her kids will cause trauma. Listen. It seems like most people want to blame the teacher or the child. The teacher or the child. So you mean to tell me the parent holds no accountability? The fuck out of here. But let's carry on. Listen, dodos. I don't know how the picture got on the internet, but I do know the teacher had every right to take that picture. She's a mandatory reporter. She was probably taking it to send it into CPS. The fuck? Listen, it's the audacity for me. She has the audacity to describe someone else as being trifling because they didn't give her no taco sauce. Her womb is trifling. Her mother is trifling. Her grandmother is trifling. Damn it. Her lineage is trifling. The way that she allowed her kids to eat on the floor is trifling. Not having a trash can inside or outside the vicinity of your home is trifling. Her kids leaving out the house unkept, untamed, ungroomed is trifling. Her putting herself and her needs and her wants and her desires and her dreams before the 10 kids that she pushed out of her trifling womb is trifling. The way she eats on camera is trifling. The way she goes and washes them clothes, that's trifling. The way that she will not fix that faucet is trifling. That's trifling. That's trifling. How the hell do a trifling woman, the epitome of a trifling woman, muster up the stupidity to describe somebody else in their light? The fuck? Trifling? We're going to get into trifling. Confuses me how she don't look at her daughter sitting beside her with that bonnet on her head every day, walking outside in public as being trifling. It doesn't make sense to me that she doesn't understand allowing your baby to have an ear infection so long that it busts her eardrum is the epitome of trifling. Trifling. There's a lot. Let's move on. Let's move on. Like I said,
my camera turn off. As a mom, I don't appreciate none of that. None of that stuff.
There's a lot of people out here that don't appreciate you as a mom in the way that you neglect them kids. Appreciate what you appreciate. Who gives a fuck? See, that's the problem. She's about herself. She's about herself. The fuck?
Like, I do the best I can to make sure my kids have clean clothes. I don't have to explain myself to nobody. But when a video is surfing the internet like that, it's ridiculous. Because what I try to do is when my kids came back into my custody, to make sure they had clean clothes, food in their mouth, clothes on their back, roof over their heads, lights to see, water to wash with, whatever they may need. All they needs are taken care of.
There's a lot of people out here in society that don't feel you do the best that you can. You do the bare minimum. You do the bare minimum when it comes to making sure your kids have anything. That means even having something to eat, even being comfortable with inside their own home. You don't do the best you can. You do the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Speaking of trifling, it's trifling the amount of times the CPS has taken her kids out of her custody. That's trifling. But anyway, I said I was going to get off of the word trifling. Listen, just because you run to the laundromat and claim or act like you're washing clothes does not mean they're clean. When you stuff pillows, towels and washcloths, blankets, shoes, and clothes inside one washing machine, when you stuff it, they're not becoming clean. They're not clean. When you cook, and you cook a pack of chicken, a family pack of chicken, one, how many pieces does that have in there? What, 10, 11, or 12? You're not feeding your kids. You're doing the bare minimum to keep social service from being back on your ass.
Now, my thing is like this right here. When my kids was in custody with their daddy and his girlfriend, y'all didn't see the pictures because he wouldn't allow me to put the pictures on the internet.
Listen, so she's trying to paint him in a negative light because he would not let her exploit his children on the internet. What? He would not let her exploit his children on the internet. Doesn't make him a bad person. It doesn't make him a bad person. It actually makes him a protector. He said, not in my fucking care, bitch. You won't exploit them, despite what they're going through.
And I will get on him every time, like, why is Kaya looking like a homeless lady? Why is her hair like this? Why is Leah hair like this? Why is Leah walking around with hoochie mama clothes on? Why is Leah like this? Why is Kaya like this? Why is the boys like this? But y'all want to get on NIKA about what the fuck she's not doing for her children.
Audacity for me. She's getting on him about something people are getting on her about. Them kids were taken from her home, placed into his home, just like that. Just like that. He was struggling. And he understood it was a struggle. We understand he was struggling when he received them kids. That's a lot to put on a person all at one time for him and his woman to have to go through. They did the best they can. They made the best out of the situation. If she was looking any of the sort, or they was looking any of the sort, they looked the same way with you because the clothing that they took with them came from you. Didn't he have to do some type of GoFundMe to get help? I don't see nothing wrong with that. He was giving them kids like that. What else was he supposed to do? What else was he supposed to do? What else was his woman or his wife or his girlfriend supposed to do? What were they supposed to do? What were they supposed to do in this situation? But the best they could. The one thing they did not do was put them kids' image out here for people to make a mockery of them. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. She gets no sympathy. It's always, what about me? No, blame somebody else. No, you're to blame. When it comes to your kids having drugs in their system, it's you. It's not some strange woman from the neighborhood that knocked on your door and tried to give your kids chocolate. It's nobody's fault that you, a trifling ass mother, decided to come home from bingo after your son burnt himself and to put a towel and some duct tape over it. That's you. You allowed your child not to go to school on an everyday basis. That's you. That's not him. These charges are not on him, so nobody is looking towards him. People understand a struggle. People understand a hard time. But NIKA, that's not what you're showing. You're showing neglect. You're showing selfishness. That's what you're giving. You're giving what about me? It's all about me.
Or y'all want to get on me about a shirt or a jacket he puts on his own? Or y'all want to get on me about the kids not eating? Y'all want to get on me about every little fucking thing that I'm not doing for my fucking children when I'm doing everything I possibly can in my power to protect these kids, yo?
I'm doing everything I can to protect these kids. From who? No, because it seems they need protection from her. They need protection from her mothering skills, from her household. That's who them kids need protection from. The fucking audacity. How are you protecting them? If you were protecting them, you would not walk out the house with a video camera exploiting them the way that you do. No. She would not exploit her home and her downfall as a mother to this extent. To have them kids made a mockery of. To have them kids' image out here permanently in dysfunction and destitute. She wouldn't do it. The dad did what he could to protect them. Bitch, not with me. Not with me, because we're struggling. You're not going to put them out here on the internet when their hair is uncombed, when the boys are ungroomed, when their clothes are sloppy and don't fit, when their clothes are dingy and raggedy. You're not going to do these things if you were protecting them. If you were protecting them, you would not do these things. Listen, she is so disgustingly selfish. The fucking audacity. You're protecting them? No, you're exploiting them because you don't want to take your ass to work. No. Majority of them kids are in school. Social service will place that baby in daycare if she decides to get off her ass and go to work. There's no reason NIKA should not be working. But what she's doing is she's exploiting her kids for a financial gain because she wants to be a star. Because she wants to be a star. The fuck? And she's a mockery. You're a star, all right. You're a mockery.
And I'm not understanding the internet. Like, there's so much about fucking creators' reaction on what somebody has going on in their life.
Some reactors don't understand how mothers display their kids out here on the internet for financial gain. Some people don't understand it. Why are you doing this to your child for financial gain? I don't understand. She doesn't have to display her kids in that manner for financial gain. I don't understand.
Instead of opening the fucking minds of their own and looking into the bright blue light of fucking seeing what I got going on in my life.
She's just that stupid. Well, what do she think they're doing? They're looking at what she has going on in their life. And they're talking about it. They're reacting on it. What is she talking about? What is she talking about, people? Listen, make this shit make sense. Make it make sense. The fuck she think?
Like, I'm not understanding. Like, when things come to me about my kids, I get very upset because those are my kids.
Listen, people get upset when you display your kids in the manner that you display them. See, it works both ways. Don't display them in that trifling ass manner. then people wouldn't get upset about the images they see of your kids, about how you treat your kids. People wouldn't get upset about it. People are upset because of what you show.
Not go out there and try to drag them all over there and make me like a bad fucking mother or discriminate my character as a fucking mom, as taking care of fucking kids the best way I know fucking.
And tell her she doesn't just look like a bad mother. She is known as a neglectful mother in multiple ways. And tell her no one cares about her image and how she feels people are making her look when she don't care about how she's making them kids look. Let her know it's not about her and her image. It's about the kids and their image. The fucking audacity. The audacity. Going out there ordering that bullshit, that cheap ass shit from Temu on a regular basis. Let her know going to them fast food restaurants multiple times a day make her look like a bad mother because her kids are being neglected. They're being neglected. That money she spends on herself, them kids could use. Tell her that's what makes her look like a bad mother, when she puts herself first. When she puts her wants over their needs. When she puts her wants over their needs. Displays and shows she's a bad mother. Not doing the best she can. It bothers me that she keep using this word discriminate. Discriminate against her. Discriminate her character. Listen, tell that dummy, it doesn't fit. Tell her that word doesn't fit. I understand she's not smart. I understand she has a lot of developmental delays as a grown woman. I understand she's highly illiterate. I understand she cannot read on the elementary school level. I understand she cannot read her kids' paperwork. But what I don't understand is, how does she use the word discriminate? Tell her, put it into context. Put it into context, because it doesn't make sense. Listen, that's been bothering me, that she keeps trying to fit that word where it don't go. Discriminate? Discriminate. She's an illiterate heifer. You all like, comment, and subscribe.